Hey, hey, next part up.
So red apparently now has the ability to float.
Yep, we have kind of glitched the system here.
We kind of glitched it. Uh, Although I still think easily the funniest. Uh, I don't know if we call it a glitch, but the funniest sort of game break. I don't even game break. The funniest thing that happened in this game, I think, was still us trying to figure out the
Oh,
camera problems
dude, I'm
when.
starting the race in the air.
Okay, no, there you go.
I'm about to
But
say
it
that's
was
kind of
it
funny.
was when it was when you had your fight stick plugged in and it was messing with the camera in the game, and we just thought it was like, oh no, the game's camera's just like this. Nope. Oh, you just fired ahead of them.
Done.
Jesus Christ. Ugh.
Don't challenge me to a race and then have my
Holy
character
shit.
auto walk into gas.
Yeah, that's like it's like that video of these kids doing a race around a track, and then this one girl runs past the finish line, I think at first, and the dad's like, "Yeah, good job," and then she just keeps running and running, and he's like, "Brylan, stop!
It's like the race
It's
is
like
over. You won.
You're going through poisonous gas, Red." So yeah, I guess we're fighting against futurism
Yeah.
to get some territory from them.
Yeah.
God, I'm getting real Osaka vibes from this area.
A little bit. Yeah.
If
This is definitely
you're all
Japanese
familiar with,
influenced.
yeah. If you're not familiar with Osaka, there's a particular district of Osaka that's got a lot of billboards and neon lighting in it. That's a real sight to see.
I like that little cell phone dude.
Yeah. That little cell phone dude kind of gives me the energy of like when everything tried to have its own mascot for advertising back in the day. The good old days of when Yahoo used to have the Yahoo jingle to it. Remember that?
Yep.
Feel
I
old
still
now.
use the Yahoo. Yeah.
Yeah. So another. Actually, speaking of mascot-based advertising, y'all remember Aaron Esurance?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you don't know Aaron Esurance, Esurance is obviously an insurance company, and they tried to get in on the insurance thing a long time
Essentially,
ago.
it was their version of Flo from Progressive before there was Flo from Progressive.
Yes, except that she was animated, had pink hair, and kind of had a sort of energy to her. Like she was meant to be a spy-like character that talked about insurance while she was performing jobs. And I think the official reasoning they went with was that it was too costly and we weren't seeing the returns to our business from using Aaron Esurance for commercials, so we've stopped using her.
Yeah, we know it was the porn.
We know it was the porn. Begs to differ. It was likely also that she is, because like if you see Aaron Esurance, you'll understand. But yeah, that's
Look, Zone 10 was
kind of like
around
this-
at the time. It was the
Yeah.
porn. We all know it.
yeah.
They were not
it's-
prepared for the internet.
No.
They were like,
I
oh
mean,
yeah,
in
we'll have a
that
cool
way-
mascot. People will like it. This is early 2000s internet and Newgrounds. What did you think was going to
Yeah.
happen?
Yeah, I mean, Lord knows what happened with the Tony the Tiger VTuber.
His milk-powered PC will rest in peace.
Could that actually work, a milk-powered PC? Because I feel like that would clog up the system.
The game theorist actually did an entire episode on like the functionality of actually milk cooling a PC.
And the verdict?
No, don't do
No,
it.
yeah.
But yeah, dairy cooled
it-
PC is not a good idea.
Yeah, that it gives me the same energy as that one prank video of the guy who filled his APC with a bunch of canned beans and was essentially pranking an IT person.
Oh my god.
Who came over
Dude,
to
if
see
anyone
what was
sends
wrong
me
with the
a
computer.
freaking PC full of beans, I'm gonna kick their ass.
Yeah,
Especially at my job. Like, this is NASA equipment and you filled it with beans. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, yeah. So that's the internet is an interesting place. But yeah, that's what the cell phone guy reminded me of, is just back in the day when everything tried to have its own mascot, or when some mascots just had a different style to them, like when Chuck E. Cheese used to be 2D, but he's not anymore.
Yeah, well, I mean, for the longest time, he had to be 2D, but yeah.
Like, that's the thing. Like, when he went 3D, that felt so strange. I haven't been inside of a Chuck E. Cheese in...
And the thing is, like, Chucky now, his voice actor is the lead singer of Bowling for Soup. Like, they tried to give him a whole new, like, persona and feel with that, you know? Because it was a new millennium.
Bowling for Soup. Is that a good band?
Wait, I missed my jump. You don't know Bowling for Soup?
No.
Sir?
I mean, you're talking to somebody who only recently got into Nine Inch Nails.
No, you have to have heard some of their songs before. Please, before I continue playing this game, go to youtube.com, type in Bowling for Soup, and see if you just recognize any song titles for me, because you may not know it's them, but know something from them.
That is a thing that happens.
Yeah, they're a really big, like, early 2000s pop punk band.
Punk Rock 101, all the bad guys want. I am not recognizing any of these.
All right. I mean, I'm
not
just
recognizing.
Surprised. I thought that was like our generation growing up kind of staple, you know, like everyone heard of Bowling for Soup.
No, it wasn't. I mean, you're also talking to the guy whose dad got him more into Radiohead and AC/DC back in the day versus, a lot of
I think your dad actually
stuff.
did make a good decision there. You definitely did get a better upbringing because of that, but
as well as Christ, what else was there? My dad's got an interesting taste in music. I think he really liked White Stripes, and by proxy he also really likes the Roncateurs, which is Jack White's current band. God, like, yeah, I don't know Bowling for Soup. Never heard a single track from them.
I mean, I'm just intrigued by that, but hey, I believe it. It is possible. Okay, this is actually a pretty hard one to climb up.
I'm kind of, like, you're talking to somebody that when it comes to music, it takes a second for me to really start to sort of hear a band and go like, oh, that's interesting. As I said, didn't get into Nine Inch Nails until this year.
This. I want you to listen to a few Bowling for Soup songs now.
I mean...
Okay, so I did do that. Okay, I didn't need to jump.
I mean, my music tastes around that time were mostly consisted of Sum 41, Green Day.
Yeah, so they're in the same vein of that. That's what I mean by pop punk. They were part of that movement.
Okay. Yeah, I've not been really into pop punk lately. Like, when you add pop at the front of most things, it makes me kind of not feel inclined to listen.
Agree.
Like, no shade to anybody that does like pop stuff. I'm like, no shade. Music taste is subjective and all that, but like I'm the kind of guy that calls pop country music cold jeans blue beer music for a reason.
I mean, you're not wrong. It's just I don't know. I find it interesting because, again, just a lot of people I knew growing up, the fact that you bring up like Sum 41 and stuff, it's like, yeah, no, that was a big scene back in the day, and they were a pretty big band for it, you know? So it's like, yeah, kind of interesting that it's one you're not familiar with.
Nope, not in any way whatsoever.
Yeah, but okay, so the current voice of Chuck E. Cheese is the lead singer of Bowling for Soup.
That's really interesting. I love to find out little details about that when it comes to voiceover stuff. I remember learning that the announcer for Smash Brothers Brawl was the same guy who did like narration for Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Oh, that is pretty cool.
That I just love little discoveries like that. You know, it's super interesting to me. And you know what? You played Dragon Quest VIII, right?
Yes, I have.
Have you
Haven't
gotten to
beaten it
hear
yet, but
Have you gotten to hear the voice of Dual Magus at least?
yeah, I've gotten that far in the game at least.
So the guy that voiced Dual Magus voiced one of the characters in a Thomas the Tank Engine series. I don't remember which one, but it was one of them, and I think he voiced Henry, which was the Green Train.
Okay, that is actually kind of hilarious to me, and I love it.
Yes, I could just love to see. I love to see that kind of thing, to see the range that's done. Like, I recently learned that Colonel Campbell, the guy that, or the actor that voices Colonel Campbell in all the Metal Gear series, voiced the grandpa in Ben 10.
Really? Wow, they don't hit me as the same guy at all, but like, yeah.
Well, I mean, when I hear their voices back to back, I'm like, okay, no, I hear it, but I just did not know. And it's because I heard a clip from somebody who was like, oh, this reveal in Ben 10 was super cool. Then I heard the grandpa's voice, and I was like, wait, why do I know that voice? And then I looked it up, and I was like, oh, that's where. Huh. So, yeah, it's just, I like to see the range of actors in terms of the different characters they play. It's cool. I like to see that. It's nice. Voice acting is a really cool thing.
Oh, definitely.
I wonder if we could end up finding some more drip, some more cool clothes in this level.
Yeah, I need to find a porta potty so I can give that Angel Boy a try.
Yeah.
Okay, so that.
Yeah, it's weird they haven't found one yet.
Yeah, I'm trying to see, like, they've really spaced out the tags on this level, which is cool.
Yeah.
It's like explore and find the tags, but also it's annoying because I can't, quickly hit all the tags.
Right.
It's not like I can just do what I did in that race and go blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I like that new rush.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I might want to go through and do all those high five guys, but maybe in a bit.
Yeah. I mean, did you see all 8 of them?
Not yet, but I have a feeling like usually they're not too hard to string once you know where they're at.
Yeah, or they're not too far from each other when you start the string of it, I guess.
Exactly, so it just takes a little searching to find them usually.
Yeah.
I do like this song, even if it's super repetitive.
Yeah, there's sometimes when it comes to certain electro beats, I kind of like, I hear them and I'm like, that's cool, but it's kind of roughly the same thing over and over, and I'm like, this definitely works as a background track, but if I were to hear this in the car, I'd probably want to change songs, but still good stuff, still good soundtrack. Yeah. Actually, speaking of electro music and new tracks, Jordan, do you listen to Caravan Palace at all?
Oh, a lot, yeah. I love Caravan Palace.
Did you hear they have a new song?
Yeah, maybe.
It's called Reverse.
Okay, I may have heard it at work, but I can't guarantee.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, Caravan Palace is an electro swing band that's from Paris, I believe, from France, and it's... I think Amanda actually got me into it, Jordan's fiance, and
she would.
she got me into it, and now I really like electro swing as a genre and just electro stuff in general. And I'm like, damn it, it's now in my brain. It's wormed its way in, and it won't stop.
Yeah, and it's when it comes down to it, like Caravan Palace is one of the better known bands for a reason in that genre. Yeah,
not to mention it's great music to have on while you're working on stuff.
Oh, I played at work all the time. That's why I was like, I may have heard it at work. Yeah.
It's good. Good stuff. I recommend them without a doubt.
So that goes
along with Mystery Skulls, also a really good one.
Amen to Mystery Skulls, yeah.
Like I've been a Mystery Skulls fan ever since Hank showed me a mutual friend of ours showed me the Ghost music video.
And that was a fan-made Ghost music video too.
And then more of those fan-made music videos started coming out. I saw the one for Freaking Out, but I didn't see the one that they made for Hellbent.
That one's good too.
I gotta see that one eventually, because I think I saw that the storyline in those music videos is reaching a bit of a climax with it. So
that's
yeah.
the idea, yeah. But that's why I like when like one artist kind of goes and does the whole thing, you know?
Yeah, it's a very cool thing to see that kind of love for a
wait,
band.
I can swap characters here.
Yeah, there you go.
Let's see.
No, yeah, porta potties were for the clothes and getting rid of police.
Clothes, but like, yeah, so I need to see if my little angel dude's got some clothes I've already unlocked for him.
Yeah.
Oh
Good
yeah,
call.
and I did get mesh. I don't know if I showed off mesh.
You did.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
oh yeah, we got two
Solace.
of his outfits, so we got an alt for him.
All right, let's go see what they are.
Okay, I like Solace already. Like, he's a dweeb, but damn it. Kind of
He's our
dweeb. He's our dweeb.
Probably would have a free hug sign at a convention.
Yeah, 10 out of 10 would hug again.
Yeah.
Look at that! Woo.
Nice.
That was a good jump. Okay, he can tag faster.
Really? There's a
crap.
difference?
Yeah, some characters, like, the snaps move faster.
Jesus Christ, yeah, that is noticeably quicker than Red.
Yeah.
Where was this guy when you were fighting the... Oh god, who was it? The Frankens,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Is that what they were called? The Franks, that's it, not
Franks.
Frankens.
Well, I mean, bunch of Frankenstein-looking mofos, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, now I just gotta find my way down. I mean, I could just jump on any edge, I guess.
We could also just use the booster thing that from where the dance pad was.
Well, my thing is, I'd have to be able to get over to that dance pad again.
Well, you could hop onto one of the grind rails below.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just gotta make sure I drop onto a grind rail at the right angle.
I don't know, this game's been fairly generous with you reaching them. Yeah, there you go.
Well, you can get why with some of the jumps in this game, I am still nervous about
Right.
where
It's
jump off.
Not easy stuff. Wait, is that a new character you could get?
Maybe. We're about to find
The
out.
character that was dancing back there. Go talk to him.
Yeah, I will. Ooh.
He's got a... They've got a wheel on their back. Okay, so... Yeah, the graffiti artists are called writers in this.
Okay, so yeah, we might be able to unlock him later, but maybe not yet.
Yeah. Coil,
Because
though.
I remember
that's their
with
name.
the guy with like the CD DJ on his chest,
Yeah.
we had to do something to get him as well.
Right. I mean, if you have to look up a guide, then that's fine, because I don't know what the requirements would be. I thought maybe you tag that and they go like, oh, hey, you do graffiti writing too.
I'm trying to see
challenge
how
me and... You might get to that by a different means.
Well, I mean, they put a half pipe here, so you can understand why I'm just like, maybe.
Yeah, I get what you mean. I get what you mean.
Because you get a little height when you do that. Okay,
Right.
I do like those wings like flutter a little bit.
Actually, you might get to it by using the crane that's there.
That's
Or not the
a good
crane,
idea.
I think it's a cherry picker.
What am I?
that.
Okay, that's it. Yeah, let me see about this cherry picker.
If that's the right thing, like the right word for
Yep,
it.
that's it. Thank you.
There you
Good
go.
eyes.
It's like that felt like a very innocuous well, not innocuous, but is that the right word? That felt like that stood out a bit much for it to just be there, you know. Ooh, new music.
Ooh, Music Soul. Okay.
Ooh, it's this track.
Yeah. And it's accredited to DJ Cyber, so that's kind of cool. We can say like this
Yeah,
is
that
what he
is.
sounds like in the game.
If there's anything that I am very glad about this game, and I believe I said it before, but the fact that the tracks in this game, we don't have to worry about copyright with it.
Yeah, they were made for this game.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, even then, I think, like, Too Mellow, etc., he wouldn't go after these guys if
right
something
or go after streamers or Let's Players that are playing it. Because, I mean, it's like, I mean, YouTube particularly has been pretty awful regarding the copyright situation with people consistently, well, not consistent, well, kind of consistently trying to game the system by making it so that they get a copyright claim on a video done, and it's like, I don't know, like if it's not the first time, it won't be the first time that we all hear about a story regarding
okay,
regarding
time trial,
regarding somebody trying to claim a copyright thing, and then it turns out that it's not the original holder. I don't know, it's scummy. Copyright sucks sometimes. Like, I'm fully willing to give credit where credit's due, but hopefully not to somebody who's just trying to game the system. Or if it's somebody that does a thing for a, or if it's somebody that's trying to do a fair criticism of it, but if the original creator of the thing does not like the criticisms, then they put the copyright down. That's how you know it's bad.
Yeah.
Like, there's a particular story regarding some.
Yeah, that sucked.
There was a really dog shit movie that I remember having a similar story like that, where, you know, the director / creator of the movie saw the video criticizing it and did not like the fact that it was criticized so harshly for being legitimately bad, and being butthurt just then was like, hey, here's a copyright strike. It's just dick move, you know? So yeah, I respect when
dang it.
I respect when game devs and others will create a version of their OST that's copyright free. That's why I love Hi-Fi Rush so much, because it's like, okay, yeah, you have these licensed songs in it that will get people's videos copyrighted, no doubt. You play 1 million by 9 Inch Nails in a boss fight, yeah, it's gonna be memorable, but it's gonna suck to try and censor or to mute. But they go like, hey, oh yeah, we recorded a bunch of in-house music too to play for the game.
Dang it.
And the in-house music is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like, we want to talk about games that have been coming out this year that are great. The OSTs have been fucking stellar too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, holy shit, this game's got a great OST, Hi-Fi Rush, and a lot of others that I can't name off the top of my head because there is legitimately too many. So, yeah. Always appreciate good music. And when music is done for a game and they're like, hey, don't worry about copyright streamers and Let's Players.
Yeah, just enjoy the game and the awesome-ass soundtrack we gave it.
Yes. Okay, so you're trying to do a score attack thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember a way that you get multipliers on your score like this was the hard turns. Yeah, not those, not them slight adjustment turns.
Mm-hmm. Which is part of what I want to make sure I got here.
You caught up faster. Oh, you clutched that hard.
Third try's the charm.
Damn. Nice. I wonder if there's going to be anything like this for the next Jet Set game.
I hope so. Like, this game now has given Jet Set an outline of how to improve since the early 2000s. Like, this is a modern take on the formula.
Yeah, I mean, well, now it's gonna, like, Sega's planning on doing a lot more with their Dreamcast era stuff now, so
exactly. So that's what I'm
doing
saying.
Doing Dreamcast era stuff in a modern context will be great. Although, you know, it'd be really cool to get from Sega regarding
a Shenmue game that doesn't suck.
That too, but I was thinking maybe modern ports of Skies of Arcadia.
Yeah, yeah.
Because as a JRPG
it's
player, I would love to play that.
Time.
It's time. I mean, it feels like it could happen because the Nintendo Switch has also started really porting a lot of their classic GameCube library. I mean, we saw that with Paper Mario.
You know what I want to see Sega do?
What?
Make the next F-Zero.
That'd be interesting.
Well, remember, GX was designed as a title for the arcade. It was built on Sega hardware using Nintendo's IP.
I just thought of something that would be the most cursed thing ever, but it would be so fucking funny if they did it. Just to do it. So, what if for next F-Zero, it was just in the style of the slot car minigame from Yakuza 0?
They would fucking do it too.
I would laugh. I would cackle. I would be dead from how hard my laughs would be.
You know, man. Twisted Metal did do Tiny Brawl.
I don't know Twisted Metal, but I'll take your word on that. But
hey,
yeah, it's
dude, you're a huge Sony guy. You don't know Twisted Metal?
I never played. Well, okay, so I may be a huge Sony guy, but I started on the PS2, and
you still don't know Twisted Metal.
My PS2 time was spent on Kingdom Hearts, my dude.
I mean, fair. That's probably 300 or more hours of your life per game. But
and I also spent a lot of time on GameCube era. Like I was more like that. Yeah, it was like I remember the big PS2 games that I remember spending a lot of time in were Kingdom Hearts 2, most of the Kingdom Hearts series, really. Fucking Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, which also got a recent port, and I've really thought about giving that game a try because I remember having fun with it.
Damn it.
I think I played a bit of Katamari Damacy.
I did play that remake when it came to the Switch. I was like, yo,
I need to play
Katamari.
I need to play Reroll because that seems like it'd be such a blast.
It was really good. I enjoyed it. Like, Katamari really is a game you can just enjoy on the go with your Switch.
Yeah, yeah. Say what you will about the Switch in terms of its hardware capabilities, it definitely is still a system that has a lot to it that will likely keep delivering. But yeah, I've trying to think off the top of my head what other games on the PS2 that I played that were super huge for me. I think that's mostly it. It was Kingdom Hearts and everything else that I mentioned earlier. Like, I never played a Crash Bandicoot game or a Spyro game. No, Devil May Cry. I remember playing like Devil May Cry 3 Special Edition and really liking that.
Yeah. You are my DMC friend.
Yeah. There was that. Yeah, I had some PS2 era stuff, but I didn't necessarily have
found an autumn outfit.
Nice. But yeah, I didn't necessarily have any of the like other kind of classics like Twisted Metal and what have you, because I probably would have gotten freaked out from Twisted Metal, or I probably wouldn't have liked it because it just kind of seemed like a car combat demolition derby stuff. I just remembered no, I didn't technically play this on the PS2, but it was ported to the PS3. I loved Shadow of the Colossus.
Yeah, I mean, that really is a classic.
But I do have the PS4 version of it now, and yeah, it controls like a video game now, and I could not be happier for it. Like, say what you will about readjusting a lot of things for a modern audience. God, the Colossus
Controls
definitely needed to change.
Usually one of those things where it's like going back and seeing how far we've come and standardizing controls. That is something we take for granted now.
Yeah, as
like
somebody
if you know
that
how to play a video game, you know how to play a video game these days. But back then, that may not have been the case.
Yeah, and I mean, there are some control schemes that are still Nice.
That's
Kind of reminds
cool.
me of Super Jail.
A little bit. I wish that shit never got canceled.
I mean, the warden will forever live on as a Tumblr sexy man.
Amen to that.
So,
The fact that, like, Tumblr didn't really survive getting bought by Yahoo, but is still kind of
around.
a thing. Yeah.
Well, I mean, nowadays we've got Blue Sky, which I thankfully
been
got
trying
on
it.
thanks to somebody giving me a code.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't,
It's-
because of, like, the code and invite system, I don't really know the future of Blue Sky, you know?
So
But-
here's the thing. I think Blue Sky does have a potential future because of the fact that they are not trying to capitalize on Twitter's bad decisions and trying to make a legitimately decent social media platform for people to hop onto. It's still lacking features. You still can't share video media, but you can share NSFW content. You can share photos. You can do pretty much a lot of the same stuff you can do on Twitter. It's just not, bogged down by Elon and his dumbass decisions. And the invite code thing, people have been getting invite codes left and right. And it's becoming a lot more accessed in terms of people just being able to get in. So I feel like, and I think they recently made a post about how they're going to create, how they're getting closer and closer to their public version of the app now.
Okay,
So,
well, I mean, that's good.
It's
I
only
like-
a matter of time, I think. I feel
I'm
like by next year,
hopeful
Blue Sky
for
will be
Blue
open
Sky.
to anybody.
But, yeah, at this point in time, I don't think it's there yet, you know?
Right. They still need to add a few features. They still need to change a lot of things, and they still need to just make sure that it's got. Really, the thing that kills a lot of alternatives when it comes to apps that prop up, whether it be social media or any others, it's the features. The features are the things that people like in their social media apps, and
Yeah.
when a app lacks it, they're going to go back to their alternative, or it also depends on the level of convenience that they've seen with said app. Like, how many YouTube alternatives have come up that seem like promising prospects only for them to just peter out after a couple years of activity?
Yeah.
Like, not only is it because YouTube is kind of a household app, but sometimes it's just a matter of both convenience and features that, let's face it, it's kind of hard to, sell to people when they've been so used to one thing. It's like that classic story of how shopping carts weren't a thing a long time ago until they got people to start using it more often. They're like, oh, hey, this thing seems more convenient than just carrying everything by a bag around the store. So, yeah. Like, remember a long time ago that people also said, before the automobiles, people wanted faster horses. So,
True.
yeah.
The money would have been in it if you could have been a better breeder.
Yeah. But overall, that's just kind of a...
I'm sorry,
That's
Ash. I left our adventure so I could breed this new Pokemon called a horse. Turns
Yeah.
out people really like it when they go fast.
Yeah. It's just one of those things that you gotta keep in mind, is that they're still building the app, but they're gonna probably make, like, what's helping Blue Sky's case is the fact that Twitter has gone downhill so much. When it comes to apps, when it comes
Like,
to...
I mean, I'm sorry. The fact that Elon gets into an interview, right? Talking to a friend he's known for years and then just can't remember the dude's name and just literally looks at the screen and says, hey, if you want to, like, tempt me with money to advertise on my site, let me give you 2 words. Fuck you. Like, just every advertiser, fuck you. I'm like, okay, dude. I know you're not, like, the business genius here, and you're kind of a meme that's just living in a husk you like to call you in body. That said, that is stupid.
It's the most public midlife crisis that we've ever witnessed.
Hey, we found one of the penguins.
Nice. That should be a plush.
Should be. Yo, free graffiti.
Ooh, nice.
Well, if I can catch it.
But yeah, the whole thing about because I always like to search for alternatives when it comes to certain social media apps, because whenever something has a presence that's as large as, YouTube or Twitch's or Twitter's, business needs competition, or else it can get complacent and make some really greedy, bad decisions. And we've seen that time and time again. Competition is a healthy thing.
It's a necessary evil.
So yeah, I'm of the mind that I'm hopping on Blue Sky because it does just seem like the legitimately. I don't know how different it is in terms of ownership, in terms of how the owner is, as the owner of the app. But I mean, considering what we've got as an alternative, it's like I'll take Blue Sky, please. So yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I also tried a couple other alternatives that cropped up. I attempted Mastodon, and I could not really make heads or tails on it.
I didn't like sending toots.
Yeah, I attempted Threads, but I don't use it. But I realized that I needed Instagram for that, and I'm like, no, I don't want to be on that.
That was kind of the benefit of Threads, was that it brought everything you had on Instagram over. So yeah, that was the appeal. Like, if you have an Instagram, we're making an Instagram version of Twitter. And it's like, okay, I can see where that would appeal to a lot of my college friends.
Yeah, but I didn't find much appeal in it, and I barely ever opened it, and I think some stuff came up from it that just kind of soured the idea for me. And then I tried one called Hive that sounded okay.
I've heard of Hive.
Except Hive does not have the best security.
Oh.
It's not a very secure app with people's information, which is a very, very bad thing, especially if you're any kind of content creator.
Agreed.
Like, yeah. So there might be other reasons why Hive kind of dropped off, but it and some of the other apps that I've mentioned are a lot of those apps that some may have existed around the same time as Twitter, but definitely grew in terms of opportunity versus Twitter's bad decisions, sometimes even before Musk took over. So yeah. I've just kept my eye on a lot of alternatives because, as I said, it's good for big businesses to get competition, because it means they can look to potential improvement. And we've seen that. I've seen that with Twitch even. Like at TwitchCon this year, they announced that they started allowing simul streams, so people can stream on both Twitch and YouTube. Yeah. So that's huge because
like Twitch now I may have a reason to try Twitch out again because, well, I can link it into this YouTube channel.
Yeah, exactly. And the other thing is that the other benefit for that is that Twitch does not pay as much as YouTube in terms of a revenue payout. In fact, like a lot of people had really thought about changing off of Twitch to YouTube due to the general split of ad revenue and subscription costs being 50-50 for everybody. So, but it's also weird because people gravitated to Twitch because getting monetized on YouTube is a bit more of a process than Twitch. Whereas now Twitch is just making a bunch of dumb monetization decisions. God, it's a tough fucking balancing act, I tell you. Well, not balancing. It's just, I don't know. It's a lot. Content creation has a lot going on in the world. But yeah, I've seen a lot of alternatives.
A bathroom for the life of me.
Oh, the worst nightmare when you're in a new area and you can't find the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
So something else that came up as an alternative I found was one called Livespace. I told Jordan about this. Livespace is a new live streaming alternative that also has social media style postings like you would see on Twitter and what have you, and also saving of your live stream VODs, like your long form content. So I've had my eye on that, and I've kept my eye on it for a while now. I have not really done anything on it, but if there's anything that's also true regarding content creation, is that people usually cover their bases a lot to prevent possible impersonations.
Yeah.
Like, that's the other thing, is that, are you going to use Mastodon or these other apps that are out there? Probably not. But are you going to run the risk of some? If you're a 100K plus sub, or even a 10K plus sub YouTuber, are you going to run the risk of some rando on the internet thinking, hey, I'm gonna impersonate this content creator and just potentially ruin their reputation with their fans or with sponsors? No, you don't want to run that risk. So yeah, it's just not fun. It really is weird that we have not found a bathroom yet. I feel like we did pass one up that I don't know if it is a bathroom or not.
That's
It was like it was like a red box thing. Cause yeah, the police are hot on your ass. What's
that 4 stars, yeah.
Yeah.
And like I can't even start a cipher to switch characters.
Yeah. You got too much on you.
I might just have to leave the area and come back.
Maybe. That's so strange that we aren't finding it. Like, I mean, you have been blazing through the stage, so maybe that's part of the issue. Is that
I mean, maybe, but then again, I've got so much on me right now.
Yeah. See, now that felt like a very Sega game collision.
Yeah.
Remember back in the adventure games when weird collision could happen?
Oh yeah. That's part of their charm.
The thing about that Sega announcement, part of me kind of wonders if whether or not they could do, remake Sonic Adventure 1.
They've been talking about it. Like, that actually has been a Sega leaker talking point for a while.
How would you feel about that?
I mean, honestly, I'd kind of like it. I hope they would take more from, like, Frontiers than most of the other Sonic games right now.
Yeah.
Because it's probably the closest we got to adventure with a modern formula.
Yeah,
I wouldn't want them to
include
boost. Like, it doesn't belong in that open world format for the most part. Like, the boost was the spin dash, essentially. So now that they've brought spin dash back, I feel like, okay, maybe. Like, you might be able to get away with it. But it's gonna be its own thing if they do. Okay. Yeah, if I get a little bit of boost, I can get over to the other side.
Yeah. You just need to get a bit of extra boost stuff. This just in. New Amsterdam policeman flung from the top of a building by a person with angel wings. More at 7.
Yep. Well, it was a good fight.
Yeah, those shield enemies are giving you a rough around.
I mean, I think that's their point.
Yeah. There you go. And there's a tag right there. Ooh,
hey, and a new bike. The Terraza.
Nice. There you go. Oh, that's so cool. Oh dear.
Now they've sent in drones.
Man, I really hope we find That fucking bathroom.
I need a bathroom, dude. I gotta take a massive honking shit. Oh, screw that. There one is.
There, finally.
Back in the beginning of the level. Oh my god, they were shooting at me as I walked in the door.
I think we check on this guy's outfit. Oh. That is
better look.
That is nice. Yeah.
There we go. Now we got none on our tail.
Awesome.
So
all right. Well.
Something. Yeah, I think it's about time we call it.
Yeah. I think that was a good point.
Yeah,
we found the
we've
bathroom.
Gotten pretty far. We've got the bathroom. We changed the character's look. Let me see if we
still have some main objective stuff to do, but that can be done at a later time.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you all for watching and listening to us ramble about social media and things of that nature.
Yeah.
For indulging our little talks here, but we really appreciate it. And if you made it this far, thank you very much for stopping in.
Yep. Talk to y'all later. Like and subscribe. Bye.
Bye. See you in the next one.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to Open Couch Gaming for more video game antics.